one of the paragraphs that I want to emphasize. The flower fair is one of the cultural episodes in Colombia with a high degree of reaffirmation of identity. I think this party, always express the feeling of the antioqueño, the paisa culture, and it's one of the things that I like the most.
Notice that if you analyze having flowers on your back looks like a simple thing. So my question is, why is it so transcendental? This story. What is the impact that it has in the history of Colombia and the history of the city of Medellin? What do you think about that?
Yeah, the paisas always
Outstands
about
yeah, it's how do you say
tenacity of our tenacity.
Yeah.
And we built a lot of cities with our tenacity, with the help of the mules and the arrieros.
Yes.
You know, when you have an idea, many people don't believe in you. When we began Tourenglish, many people didn't believe this project, Turismo en Inglés, the Tourenglish, was going to believe. Let me tell you, when it was published in the newspaper in Colombiana in the city of Medellin, the journalist who was from Medellin, she couldn't believe we were in Envigado Park, in Envigado main park. And she said, hey, what is the people? I said, don't worry, people will show up. People will show. And they began. They're coming from diaspora. You know the word diaspora? They were coming. There were like 130 people coming. That's why we are the result of that dream. It has happened 7 months. I believe that Parade Silleteros, and I want to clarify, it's not only this person, Uribe. Don Aristides mentioned another person. His name was Ephraim. And Ephraim was not mentioned. Many people had ideas and they are not recognized. And it happens here in Colombia. It happens all over the world. I want to outstand the meaning of chivas. What is a chiva? What is the meaning of a chiva in our culture, Eddie? For you, what is a chiva?
What is the expression of the tradition for the old parents, for the old yes?
Let me tell you a confident story. When I was a child, I am from a town in Antioquia called Santa Barbara. Yeah, Santa Barbara is called the city of mango, delicious mango. When I was a kid, like 7 years old, my family was living in, I am an immigrant in my own land, as everybody, there are many immigrants. So I had to travel to Envigado, and I remember that the first trip I had in the car was in a chiva. Because chiva was not only used for having fun as it is today. Chiva was used as a typical transportation for people who live in towns in Antioquia. So we moved all our beds, and I remember I was in the upper part of the chiva. Oh, I am civilization, because we were in towns. We didn't know even television at that time. So it was really wonderful to know that. I think that Flowers Fair is a synonym of Antioquia. In Antioquia, listen, we Antioqueños, we are a mixture of Jews. We are a mixture, because we call our predecessors, they came from Spain. And remember, Spain was invaded 800 years by Arabian people, in 200 years by German people. So when they really discovered their own land is when they came to America and they invaded America. They didn't conquer America. They discovered, but they invaded. It was an invasion because we are the result. We call that word mestizos. Mestizos is a mixture of cultures. So I can't say I am white. I can't say I am indigenous. I can't say I'm a black person. I dare say I am a mixture of all those cultures. Everybody here, nobody has, we are the result of that, and we are proud of that. We are really proud because it's like a new culture we have here in South America. So let's continue with the reading. Remember your name?
Diana.
Diana and Tatiana?
Yeah.
Okay, this is very easy to remember. Diana. The silleteros.
And not to be forgotten tradition. Undoubtedly the most representative event of the fair is the
Desfile de silleteros.
Silleteros parade. Silleteros is the term used for the farmers to make beautiful flower arrangements on a silleta, a chair-like contraption for carrying flowers on a person's back. This parade is recognized as the cultural heritage of Colombia.
Silleteros.
The silleteros are made from wood and have a backplate and two handles for hanging the silleta on a person's back. They were used in colonial times to carry people on the mountains of Antioqueña. The most emblematic figure of this tradition is the legendary Maria la Larga, a silletera who carried children on her back. Maria and her novel way of transportation convinced many of the region's farmers that silletas were the easiest, fastest way for carrying flowers from the farm to the city. The use of the word silleta became generalized since the beginning of the 20th century. The term silletero began to be applied to the people who sold flowers on the cobblestone streets. Every year, men, women, and children proudly carry on their backs a depiction of flowers of their life, histories, land, and culture. This parade is eagerly awaited by foreign and national tourists who join this lovely tradition by chanting.
Cuando pasan, I will help you.
Cuando pasan los silleteros es
Antioquia,
lo que pasa.
la que pasa.
When the silleteros go by, it's Antioquia going by.
Okay, everybody's going to memorize.